Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to this community showdown. It's going to be the Skaven helmed by Corsair facing off against Grand Cathay and Baron Lloyd here on the battle for Itza. And yeah, we got rats and we got old Cathay over here. Now, looking at the build of the Skaven, it is going to be, an Eshin Sorcerer, that's fun, but front lines of Vanguard Night Runners, which I really am a big fan of, like the cheap 500 gold Night Runners. Move them up, they give you good utility on the objectives, and you can use them to dive backfields, or if they have like Crowmen, you can also throw out those. They're definitely not bad. So it's going to be Gutter Runners with an Eshin Sorcerer, and aside from that, let's see what else we got. Backline of Skaven Slaves with Spears, couple Clan Vulcan Tail Slasher boys up here, so the Arwar Clan Rats, Rattling Gunners in the bushes. Now these are the Teeth Breakers. They're not naturally invisible, but they do have the Flash Bomb ability, which he just used, which makes them invisible for, I think, 75 seconds. So they can sneak up on things and do some big damage for sure. Aside from that, we do have a Mutant Rat Ogre, Master Assassin. Wow, this is a wild-ass build, and an Assassin as well. So this is about as far away from the meta as you can get with Skaven, but yeah, very fun. We'll see if it works. I mean, it's very much like a hit-and-run type build, try and isolate you using the sniping of the Slinger units and the Rattling Gunners, the Mutant Rat Ogre, and then the SE power of the Master Assassin and regular Assassin. For Grand Cathay, it is going to be a Dragon-Blooded Shugengen Lord for Baron Lloyd here. And we do also have a Fire Rain Rocket, which isn't bad against Skaven. Fire Rain Rockets and Hellstorm Rocket Batteries have seen some fringe play against Skaven in the past against Mass Clan Rats, so curious to see how this does. We've got a Zhangu War Drum, which is very meta these days. Battle Line of Jade Warriors. Oh, I like this. Crane Gunners. And I also really like that Baron Lloyd is going to take the high ground. So he's moving up to the high ground here, so his Crane Gunners can shoot down at the whole valley potentially. It's very, very fun. So a little bit of fast forwarding as the players grab the objectives. All three objectives going to go to this Skaven. Makes sense. Cathay usually is a little bit behind in the objective game. And whoa, the Dragon-Blooded Lord does not want any of this smoke. This is a big mistake here. It is a Yin caster. He does have Missile Mirror. And maybe he didn't see them both. Or is he going to be summoning the Ancestral Warriors here? Let's go ahead and see what's cooking. Okay, we do get the Ancestral Warrior summon. Dragon-Blooded Lord does get some okay damage, but is going to be taking a bit of a whooping here. Oh, using the Celestial Scales. I like that from Baron Lloyd. The 75% Fizz Res makes him not take a lot of damage there. Granted, I don't think that was worth it because the Skaven character is just going to be running away with the Assassins. They can just simply kite these Ancestral Warriors. Rattling Gunners are nearby as well. They were able to creep up using the Concealment Bombs. And what are they going to shoot at? All right, they're going to be shooting at the Cathay Lord in the sky, but the Cathay Lord just conveniently ran away. Oh my god, Missile Mirror? Oh my god, give it to me. Okay, it's active. Oh my god, please, let him shoot. Oh, look at the Missile Mirror. Holy shit, we haven't seen that in so long. And they just melt themselves there. Oh, I love the MLG plays coming in from Baron Lloyd as the Teeth Breakers just gat themselves down. So Cathay using the Missile Reflection ability, that is so freaking funny. Those guys right there just absolutely get cooked by the Missile Mirror. And yeah, and the Ancestral Warriors are pushing back. Skaven going to be grabbing Objectives 2 and Objectives 3 pretty comfortably. The high ground engagement did not go so well for Skaven, though. I mean, the Rattling Gunners getting dismembered by that. That's like one of those things, right? You almost never see, right? The Missile Mirror is so off meta and so unused that, occasionally, if your guard's a little bit down, it can absolutely, slip past you there. So in the middle, we do have the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, the semi-elite Skaven, the Clan Rats. Clan Rats with not terrible stats, and they're going to be fighting there, but then the Fire Rain Rocket is going to be trying to knock them off, so we will see another salvo of rockets coming in soon, I am sure. Crane Gunners taking up position on the high ground, so the two long-ranged Giselle units are going to be getting ready to take some pot shots at the old Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, and the Skaven appear to be falling back a little bit. All right. So now we approach phase 2 of the battle, where the Skaven call out their own artillery. We have Plague Claw Catapults, a very easy target for Crowmen, if you're not careful. Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers are here, and they're going to be retreating. 3 leadership right there. And looks like Cathay is going to be taking over control of the middle of the battlefield. Slinger is getting a little bit of poke here. We do see another Missile Mirror going down to the Rattling Gunners. Oh, he's trying to bait him again. Oh my god, if he gets him with the Missile Mirror again, guys, I'm going to be so damn excited. One of the Rattling Gunners is able to unleash some good shots. It's very cost effective. The Master Assassin has to use the Snare, Brittle Bones, and Looming Dread. Oh, I love it. So those are the Eshin spells. Brittle Bones is going to be lowering his, I believe, it's melee defense, not armor. Okay, so speed, vigor, and melee defense. And yeah, the Rattling Gunners wait for the Missile Mirror. The old George W. Bush, fool me once, but you're not going to fool me twice. So there he goes. And we do see the Cathay Lord getting blasted into another dimension. Really, really slowed down the suppression, really putting its speed down. And probably going to die, honestly. Yeah, we see about 400 HP. The Rattling Gunners are mowing down the Cathay Lord. The Cathay Lord does drop a summon. And will the Rattling Gunner tracer shots get there from downtown? Cathay Lord is down for the count. After a glorious play earlier, that was so much fun, the plays we had early. So a game that looked like it was going to be very bad for the Skaven, suddenly, you know, all it takes is one little sneaky, cunning ambush, yes, and you're able to get back in there and do some work. So artillery in the backfield broke. The play call catapults, what the hell killed those? It must have been some crowmen or something. What got back here? How the hell did these things... Oh, the fire rain rocket! Okay, so the artillery over here, yeah, we had the fire rain rockets from downtown dropping some fat shots. All right, awesome. So Jade Warrior's going to be battling it out with the Assassin and the Master Assassin in the middle. They do not have the best... I think the Master Assassin has good AP, but the regular one does not. So it's going to take some time. And the Ancestral Summons, of course, pressing into the backfield as well. Overhead, we do see some Onyx Crowmen. And the Rattling Gunners are just retreating back, being protected by the Ogres as well as the Mutant Rat Ogre. So a little bit of a protection cadre right there as they do retreat. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. The summon will be disappearing. Rattling Gunner's going to be unleashing a salvo into the Crowmen. Cathay going to be diving, and they might be able to shut down one Crowman unit, but the Rat Ogres can certainly peel this unit. So here they come. It looks like some Witchcraft is activated. That is going to be Skitter Leap. Oh, I love it. Using Skitter Leap for the speed and stock and unspottable. The Crowmen do dive in and get pounded by the Rats there. And over on the middle objective, we do see the Master Assassin getting the work done, but looks like we're going to have 2 Lord's Last Samurai this game. The Master Assassin is an open field. He's going to make his anime last stand here as he charges in against the Jezzails. And the Jezzails, are they zeroed in on him? I don't think they're actually even targeting him. They could turn and try and shoot, but it would be a huge mistake, although maybe he's so sneaky that Cathay isn't even noticing him running off the battlefield. Who knows? So in the back, Play Claw Catapult comes back online, but Cathay is very aware of this, and we are going to be seeing the Peasant Horsemen and the Crowmen flying up, and that's going to be the end of these little rats, and the artillery crew there is going to get Shadow Realmed by the Cathay Horsemen pretty bad. A couple Ogres trying to come back and defend. Oh, that's such a cool shot with the Mutant Rat Ogre leading the charge. That's some heavy metal shit. So they do get in. Peasant Horsemen going to endure for a moment, but if they stay in sustained combat, they'll absolutely lose that. Rats are going to be holding on to Objective 3. The middle Objective number 2 and Objective number 1 are being controlled here by a massive Cathay entrenched position, which is going to be very tough to break, honestly. The Jade Warriors, crossbows, the high ground, you know, they got a lot of tools going for them. But Corsair is up in points. The Skaven do have 633 against 450 or 460 now for Grand Cathay. So they have a little bit of time to work. So Play Claw Catapult crew, there's actually a chance it might come back, which would be really, really funny. And in the woods, we do have the Assassin retreating. The Master Assassin has been killed, I think. No, he's actually over here, so he's got 82 leadership. He's going to be running off the back of the battlefield. It has a really strangely big, like, back zone. The battlefield is very, like, condensed, but there's, like, a lot of space back here. It's a very strange map. I mean, it's a really good map. It's quite good. One of the solid meta maps. But, yeah, that weird caveat about it, like that big retreating backspace. Unsummon going down on the artillery piece right there. So we do see the Fire Rain rocket being sent. Skaven are going to have to resummon their lord, I think. Like, trying to engage against a stalwart Cathay army down in value with bad leadership is going to be a freaking disaster. So let's do some fast forwarding as these two get ready. And I'm really curious to see what Cathay is going to be cooking up. So Ogres and Mutant Rat Ogres on their way back. And now we see Clan Rats and a lot of Clan Rats. Holy shit, he saved a straight up Vermintide here. But look at the Empress's Crowmen. Actually going to be dropping some of the Nangao grenades here. Nuking some of the rats as they try and advance. Pretty glorious stuff. So Skaven are going to be trying to envelop. It looks like they're trying to get around the side and swarm around the missile line here. A big rat tide is going to be on its way out. And Poison Wing Globadier. So this is going to get real pretty quickly here for sure. On the other side, a couple Jade Lancers trying to threaten Objective 3, but the Skaven are too entrenched with too many cost-effective spears there. I wouldn't say cost-effective Skaven Slave Spears, but, you know, they're effective. They for their cost, you know, they can hold off heavy cav pretty well. Here comes the onslaught, the Rat Ogres, the Pit Fighters, and are we going to be seeing the resummon of the Skaven Lord? Would absolutely be worth it. The leadership, having 34 leadership on your Clan Rats when they're healthy is not good, right? So, here comes the Mutant Ogre. Needs to shut down the bow units. If the Peasant Archers are able to zero in on the Mutant Rat Ogre or the Pit Fighters of Helm's Deep, it's going to be pretty bad. We got some Jezzails from the low ground. Not Jezzails, Crane Gunner, same thing basically. But they're going to be shooting. The Fury of the Falling Blade. What the hell is that? Oh my god, there's so much weird, some weird Cathay tech. Cathay is a faction I almost never play, but it looks like it's a missile buff right there. And yeah, they're going to be shooting into the Pit Fighters, but I think they're a little bit line-of-sighted here. Clan Rat's getting into these units, and it looks like Cathay is getting Vermintided a little bit, having trouble holding against the Rats attacking from multiple angles. But look how quickly the Mutant Rat Ogre broke. Without the leadership of the Skaven Lord, the beasts are going to start running rampant. They're going to, not rampant, the opposite. They're going to be running amok. They're going to be fleeing. And that Mutant Rat Ogre is probably gone. Clan Rat's coming around the side, potentially going to get run down by some of the cav here. And the Globadiers do get charged by Jade Lancers, but in doing so, they take some heavy damage. The Jade Lancers down to 36 models. The Poison Wing Globadiers do have 100 armor, which is very, very nice. And with the Ogres and Clan Rats protecting them, they should be okay. We do see Warpfire Throwers, another one of the very killy Skaven tools there, getting run down by the remnants of this Jade Lancer unit. So, yeah, we will see how that all stabilizes here. Baron Lloyd up in value, but the rats are coming for blood, and they're going to be swarming up on this objective. That's a fair amount of capture weight. That's going to be 5, 10, plus, about 14, 15 capture weight for all those units. So that's going to be able to muscle that objective for sure. We do have some... Skaven leadership is back on the field, so the Master Assassin has returned. He did run off the other side, so he basically did a big lap. Rat Ogres are a very good answer against Jade Lancers. They do a ton of damage against these type of units. Basic clan rats with the swords and shields will be pretty terrible against Jade Lancers, but I mean, they can still do some work in volume, right? That's the name of the game for Skaven. So Jade Warriors holding it down with the Jade Lancers. The Skaven Master Assassin is back. Now, I don't think he's going to be like a big difference maker. Like, Deathmaster is a much more effective combat character. He also has that big AoE armor piercing ability, so when he gets surrounded, he can do like all that crazy spin to win and mow down a lot of units. However, the Jade Lancers here, they'll still take some damage. The Master Assassin does have some respectable armor piercing, and also the Weeping Blade's going to put their armor down to 50. So Skaven stealing the middle objective, and Cathay's pretty entrenched up here, right? They have all their bows and all their guns, a lot of their cav units, but their middle presence was a little bit lacking, and even though the Skaven are down in value by about 2,000, they still do have a lot of bodies on the battlefield, and now that leadership is stabilized, this could be a win con for the Skaven, right? If they can just tar pit the middle objective with shitty clan rats, do their business there, that's going to be very strong. We do see the Warpfire Throwers rally, definitely need to get those things back online. And to the back, the Natty Boo Boo Sharpshooters, they're in a weird formation, but they're all shooting. So they appear to be shooting at the Zhangu War Drum, which isn't a bad idea. Knocking the leadership of the Cathay army here is going to be good. Now, Cathay with a bit of a split push on the outside, Jade Warrior Crossbows heading here. You could easily counter this with either a Clan Rat unit or a Wolf Rat. Armor-piercing Wolf Rats are pretty damn good against Cathay. So getting one of those to run up and munch on the Jade Warrior Crossbows would be incredibly strong. So how we look into the middle, ladies and gentlemen, Objective 2 is owned by the Skaven, and they're going to be pouring in some reinforcements. We do see the Brittle Bones activated, so melee defense is going to be almost 0. Down to 4. Pretty badass. Granted, there's not enough Skaven engaged for it to be super cost-effective here. On the high ground, Skaven are still trying to make their way in, but they have hit a bit of a brick wall here, as the Onyx Crowmen rip apart the Clan Rats, protecting the Belvederes, which means they're going to be falling. A couple of Clan Rats trying to saturate into some of the missile units, and it looks like the Master Assassin is being targeted again by the Crane Gunners at almost point-blank range, so the Skaven Lord could be, in for round 2 of his punishment. We will have to see. Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake. The Clan Rats definitely should have jumped on top of the Crane Gunners there. That would have been a very cost-effective catch. But on the outside, we do see some Skaven slaves moving up to try and contest, and a couple of rats are on their way back. But yeah, this is really, really not good for the Skaven. The fact that Cathay was able to just steal the side objective, that definitely shouldn't have happened. Having Wolf Rats on call is uber important for Skaven. Skaven are like not the most mobile army. I mean, they have mobility, but it's like very squishy and flimsy. But you do need it, right? So Zhangu War Drum maybe going to be taken down by the Assassin and the Eshin Sorcerer here, which is kind of like a Walmart Assassin. And we're going to see if they can get it and take down the drum. If they can, that's going to mitigate the durability of Grand Cathay in the middle of the map. Objective 2 belongs to the Skaven. And oh man, the Skaven actually overwhelmed the battle lines a little bit up here. I did not see that one coming, that's for damn sure. But that is really, really big. Crane Gunner's going to be forced back. Here, the Clan Rats are moving up, and I actually really didn't think they were going to get through. But those Jade Warriors, you know what it was? It was actually the Master Assassin with the Weeping Blade lowering their armor down. So then the Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves and the remnants of the Pit Fighters, that's what did it. Actually got through. What a catch right there. So looking at the score, we do see 2 objectives belonging to Skaven. Oh no, he didn't capture it. Oh my god, so many people do that these days. The CA really needs to improve the UI on these. I think that would be something that would be super, super clutch. So let's get to move back here towards Objective 1. And here the Clan Rat's going to continue fighting while Objective Dose belongs to the Skaven. Dude, that's just pure pain. I think Corsair does realize it, but if he loses by like a couple points, it's straight up going to be because of that. But now he does get the character back in the objective, so he is going to start getting it right now. And on the outside here, Clan Rat's chewing through those units. In the meantime, on the middle objectives, Skaven still have pretty okay control. There are some bow units for Grand Cathay, but they're looking a little bit stuffed back. And on the outside, do we see Wolf Rats? No, Gutter Runners with poison, and I think some of the rallying Skaven slaves might be able to swarm the Jade Warrior crossbows. But Jade Warrior crossbows still have okay stats in melee. I mean, it's not great, especially when they're tired, but yeah, I mean, the 80 armor helps. Here we get the Gutter Runners moving into combat, might be able to actually win that fight, and the Skaven look to be pulling ahead here. We do see 1262, the Master Assassin, going full weeb on these guys, able to lower the armor once again with the Weeping Blades. Very underrated mechanic for sure. As the Clan Rat's going to be surging forth, and Jade Lancer's called out to deal with the Skaven onslaught, but the Skaven do have spears in the mix, which is going to be tricky. Globadiers taking up position on the middle. In the meantime, on Objective 3 here, it looks like the Jade Warrior crossbows able to hold their own and fend off the second wave of those Skaven slaves and those various rat units. Back in the middle, Poison Wind Globes did arrive and then got run down by Jade Lancers almost instantly. Their 100 armor will buy them time. And they do have the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers nearby. Right as I say that, the most Skaven thing ever. They're like, run, flee, flee, yes. So they're going to be running. Globadier is going to be running shortly after. Jade Warrior Halberds moving up on the point. Should be able to push these guys off. A little bit of Overwatch fire coming from the Natty Boobo Sharpshooters downtown. In the meantime, Objective 1 belongs to the Skaven. And Objective number 2 is... yeah, it's in flux. It could flip. I think that over here we probably do see Grand Cathay hold on to this one. Skaven are going to be passing Grand Cathay for the first time in the game. Now, not first time, but the first time in a while. So Skaven are up. And on the middle point, the Globadiers are taken down. So Cathay needs to focus and get troops on the middle. Skaven might be able to get to the point where they can win on just one, but that's going to be hard. Although we do have some durable capture weight here. We have the Assassin. We have all 3 characters, which is 9 capture weight in total. So equivalent of, a little bit less than 2 infantry units. Mutant Rat Ogre is back on the menu, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be heading over here. Very fun stuff. Very off-meta builds here, which is always fun to see. And Cathay heading there. Middle objective belongs to the Skaven. Can the Rats... Oh, I like this. I like the double clan rat. The 10 capture weight for the back cap on objective 3 is really, really sweet. If you can get close enough. So it looks like the Skaven hero core is going to be getting swarmed. They don't have the best armor, so they can be dragged down even by chaff units. Assassins, again, are more durable against single targets. That's their whole jam. Not more durable, but they shine in those environments here. Unless if you're Deathmaster, like I said, you could use the AoE. So Brittle Bones activated. Objective here going to be flipping. But I think the back cap, the Steaky back cap, might be able to get it done. A couple Crowmen coming in to try and intercept. Pure desperation from Cathay, which I love from Baron Lloyd. That's very, very good. You got to do this. You got to get these clan rats off the point. And also, force path to Jade Warrior crossbows. That was a mistake. Should have just grabbed them and just spam clicked them over here. But I think the rats are going to get this. Oh my god, look at this. No, wait. Baron Lloyd's coming back. I didn't see how close the points were. High ground objective is actually going back to the Skaven as some of the reinforcements do arrive. Holy shit. Oh, what a close game, man. Skaven almost with a double cap here, but it looks like Cathay's going to clutch it. What a fun, wild-ass game. The missile mirror, the crazy assassin play, lots of fun stuff. So, and big shout out to Corsair for sending in losses. That's super chat. So, yeah, GG well played to those mighty champions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the hell out of this one. I certainly did. And Assassin 1100 here, Mutant Rat Ogre. Yeah, nothing probably got crazy value outside of the Rattling Gunners. And for the army here, we do have... yeah, 2,700, 1,600 here. That's going to be that. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. We'll see you on the other side, and we'll be back with a lot of tournaments soon. Once we finish this Warcraft 3 Invitational, I'm going to be playing in. We'll be hammering the war, quite a bit. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves, and that's it for today.